Recording in progress.
We are having so much fun in the carriage house tonight. You guys just missed a funny joke, sorry. But we're gonna record this little shoulder segment. And really, it's not just shoulders, it is core. This is about getting like, bam. So it's super important, as we kind of mentioned earlier, that anything we're doing, those hands need to stay straight out to the side, not behind, or we've now stressed the shoulder joint. And those of us who have them are going to be using the TheraBands. If you don't, you can use a regular strap, or I sometimes have even used like a scarf, and you just have to go to the right length and then kind of apply pressure, but you have to, it's harder to find that exact right length. It's easier with something stretchy, all right? So first, just let's remind ourselves here in mountain, nice anchoring. You're gonna take the strap up, and you want your fists to not be cocked. So you should see a straight line across the forearm to the knuckles versus cocking them back or to the side or something like that. Yeah, looking, well, yours are a little cocked, Jacob, look up. There you go, you fixed it. Okay, perfect. Now, shoulders are down, and you can see I'm starting with my arms kind of wide, in part because it's a stronger place to start from than way in here, but also so that I'm not building tension. Let's just notice what happens when we now slowly take it down to a T. Stop and notice what you've got going on. Again, hopefully that strap is right at the back of the neck and the fist straight out. And let's come back up again. And let's inhale here. And you might have a little bend in your knee, nice athletic stance, feel a little butt cheek engagement, and go out again. Let's do one more like that. Good, now holding, take your head side to side. Good, and then head straight forward and just rotate at the waist a little. So everything's moving together, the hands, the arms, the waist, yeah. Nice, and back to center, and you can just hang that around your neck. Just notice what would feel good, a little fluidity here. So what are you guys noticing? Is it all good? Good, no, nothing out to your, where you're like, I don't like this, it's not working for me. Okay, well, the ponytail, you're absolutely right. If you have a knob at the back here, or you try to bring it back up and you catch yourself. I tell you, the subtle mechanics of yoga, especially when you have these. So one of the things that I notice when I'm in this position is if I take a deep breath, I can really feel it right through here, that area that we just worked and stretched when we did our fascia tractioning, when you go to table and go down, right? So I want to see if you can feel that. If you can't, it might be that you don't have a strong enough strap. And if anybody would like to borrow this one, because some of these are like PT straps for when you're recovering from an injury, they're not necessarily going to give you the level of resistance. Anybody want to? Nope, you're good. All right. So what we're going to do next is we're going to actually keep them up. We're going to be adding a lunge, but we're going to be keeping them up and just tractioning a little bit, noticing how that feels, a little more. And then if you feel like it, you'll go all the way to the outside, all right? But we're going to start right up like this. Good, nice firm core, pushing into the earth through the feet. And first we're going to take that right leg up, standing crane. Yoga toes. Hello, balancing. Think about squeezing something between your thighs. Nice long inhale. Exhaling, step back into that crescent lunge, and let's just do that little dip we did earlier. Press the heel towards the floor and then lift it, drop the knee. Find a place that feels really good and stable, and we're going to start playing. We're going to pull that strap just a little bit, breathe. Pull that strap a little bit more, breathe. And return to your mountain and relax. Yeah, some people are moving their jaws, some of us are moving our heads. Man, you guys are awesome. Let's do that on the other side. We'll go into standing crane after we raise our arms. We check that, you know, again, our arms are wide enough that there's no shoulder pressure or ick. And we'll bring that left knee out. I'm buoyant in my standing leg. Stepping slowly back into your crescent lunge, playing with pressing the heel towards the floor, then raising the heel so that you get that deep stretch through that big toe. Maybe dipping the knee, find a place where you feel stable. Again, squeeze those inner thighs. In this case, if your right foot is back, you're drawing your right hip bone back, left hip bone forward. Then as you're ready, just a little pull on the strap. A little more. Again, depending on the level of strap you have, you know, if you've got one like really intense like the one I'm using, you may not want to pull very hard or go all the way out. But find your place, take a deep breath, make sure your ribs are not projected forward, boom, and return. Lovely. And let's get rid of that strap and come into a delicious thread the needle. So in general, shoulders are down, arm comes across, the hand at the elbow is going to give you about the right stretch. And then blossoming a breath into your upper back. Imagine you've got wings and you're just unfurling them with your breath. And maybe you want to tilt down towards that hand a little bit. And I find when I do that, I can get in around that shoulder blade spine. Like you sometimes wish someone would go with their thumb. I can see from some expressions you're finding it. Some people have their eyebrows furrowed and others are like, And at some point, slowly release, and again, just a nice, soft, juicy movement. Let's roll that wrist. Come here on through the other side. You guys look good. I'm seeing nice foot anchoring, which, you know, you're like, why would it matter in this pose? Because it matters in every pose. We've been talking about what it is to be grounded and stable, and I am here, and I am peaceful and strong. That's that real warrior energy, actually. Power of the peaceful warrior. Slowly tilting down the side a little bit. And at some point, releasing and making a slow journey. So one of the areas of stagnation that I was focusing on so deeply with this client today that I was talking about with you guys, but that we've done before, and I'm always amazed by how powerful it is. And so I'm hoping you'll enjoy it too, and maybe make some discoveries about like, where am I holding tension through the front, which again can be physical, but then contributes to emotional, like we were talking about. So if possible, you want to get contact with your skin. So I'm going to take my hand inside of, I'm going to take both hands, I should say, inside my tank top, so that I'm going to be able to touch the skin that's like right at the, you know, like, yeah, go for it. It's right, yeah, you're not on camera. Your fingertips are right below the clavicle, essentially. And you're going to, again, nice athletic stance. I want to see a little bend in the knee. I want you to feel your lower glute. And then as you're ready, you're going to just draw your hands down your body and reach your chin slowly up. You're not dropping your head back so much as reaching chin up. Then soften. And again, and if it feels useful, as you're holding in that reach position, wag your head just slightly right and left. Whew. Anybody who doesn't feel anything there, I've got a hella stretch up my throat, and I can feel it in all my jaw connections, TMJ stuff. Yeah. So the other one also helps to be inside into the skin, is you're going to take one hand kind of right, you know, where your shoulder and your armpit are connecting, essentially, like so, and you'll be able to move and play too. So you're going to have one hand there. That hand is going to be drawing basically towards the center line, but you're going to keep it right where it is with your flesh, but you're going to move the flesh, right? This other arm is going to be like a little cactus arm. And as you pull across the body with the one arm, the cactus is going to move back and out to the side. So I'm really working the fascia.
Oh, man.
And we might find some stingy spots. Again, never at the insertion points. So if you're feeling it at bicep tendon, don't go as far. And you can move where you might then move a little more towards like right up, straight up from the center of the breast, for example. And that can be an amazing area of tension. It's very difficult to get into even as a body worker, but this is a way you can get into it yourself and create some fluidity. Make sure you do both sides so they feel equally well loved. Any questions? So just to be clear, I'm not putting my fingers like in my armpit and pulling. I'm kind of on the front surface. Yeah, you finding that? Yeah, and it's probably pretty stingy in certain spots. So when you find those stingy spots, it's treasure. Good job. You're creating the opportunity for deep evolution, for real change in how you breathe, how heart open you feel. Yeah, and then only again, if it feels good, no pull at the bicep tendon. Let's come into a little yoga mudra. Remember, nice supportive athletic thighs and glutes, a little bend in the knee so that we're not arching and bending. We're booming our bodies. And if you go to straighten your arms and you can't, that's where you want that strap or a scarf or a sock or something between the hands. And you can very slowly pulse those hands up off of the butt. Again, sometimes just adding the breath adds that edge that's incredible without you having to intensify angle. Having said that, I know some people really love a deeper pose here. Yeah, you might take those feet wider, bend the knees into your straddle and take them up. Again, oh yeah, and you could use the stretchy strap for that. Very important that the shoulders stay anchored down the back. And so you're not giving yourself too much freedom. You might want to give yourself even a little more freedom. See what you think. Yeah. Just gonna give you a little extra support. Marvelous. And release. Come on up and notice what would feel good. Maybe that little neck collar again. Love it up. Oh, my neck just went clunk. Because so many people are like, my neck hurts. But usually it's all those connections into the upper back and the chest that are controlling our spinal alignment and the neck on our strain. The neck on our strain. The strain on our neck. All right. I'm so glad we got to be together for this bit of fun. See you soon.